Hi, in this video we're going to be talking about saving, printing, and sharing your Microsoft Office documents. So once you start working on these, you're most likely going to want to either print them out, send them to somebody, save them on your computer or on your OneDrive account or even on something like a flash drive. So we're going to talk about how to do that. So first we're going to talk about saving your files because this is kind of universal between the Microsoft Office apps. So obviously you could go to your save icon here if you have one. If you don't, you could go to the quick access toolbar customization and add the option by checking it here. And of course you could go to file and save. All right, so we have save and save as. So when you click on save, it's going to save the file with the current name. So this is business security practices for remote workers. So if I were to click on save, it would just save the current state of the document with the same name. But let's say I wanted to save it somewhere else or change the name. That's where Save As comes into play. So when you click on Save As, you get options as to where to save your file and also what to name it. So I could keep the same name of this file as long as I put it in a different folder, because you can't have two files with the same name in the same folder. I could do something like add a 2 at the end of it and then keep it in the same folder because technically that's a different name. So when you do a save as, it makes a copy of that file in another folder or with a different name in the same folder or with a different name in a different folder. And then you'll have two copies of it and then you could work on them independently. So this comes in handy. Let's say you want to make some changes, but you want to keep your original. You would do a save as and then pick a folder. You could browse to it. You could pick one of your recent folders and then name it whatever you like and then click on save. So let's say I want to keep this in the same folders and I want to call this new. So right now it's telling me it's going to go into documents. And of course I could browse to another location if I want or put it in my OneDrive account. So if I click on save, so now if I go to documents, so now here's the original, then here's the new. So they're two different copies. And once you click Save As and then click on Save, you're going to be working in the copy. So you can see the name changed to new because I did a Save As. So don't click on Save As and then name the file, stick it somewhere, and then think you're still working on the original one, because you're not. So you need to go back and open the original if you want to work on that one. All right, so now let's go back to Save As again. And see here, you could also save it online to your OneDrive account by clicking on this. We'll just call this cloud version. Okay, click on save. Okay, so now we're working on the cloud version. You can see our save icon here changed and autosave is on. So you can only use autosave when you're saving to OneDrive. Okay, so now let's go to the OneDrive account that's linked to this document here. And so here it is, saved file. So now I'm working off the OneDrive file. So if I had to make any changes, it's going to be synced to the copy of the file on the OneDrive website. Unless I go back here and go to save a copy, notice how save as is missing. And then I could go to this PC, save it here. And now you can see the autosave turned off because we're not saving it to the cloud. And if I go to the documents, let's refresh here. Now we have the cloud version here in the documents on the local hard drive. All right, so as you can see, there are a few ways to save your files. If you just click on save, it'll save it with the same name, the same location. If you go to file and save as, you could save it with a different name, a different location, or you could save it to your OneDrive account. And this works the same for Excel and PowerPoint. All right, so now let's talk about printing. So of course you could have a print icon up here too if you want. You could have the quick print and the print preview and save. So the difference is the quick print will just print the document and not give you a preview and not give you the option to change anything. It'll print it with the last configured print job. So let's say you just printed pages 3 and 4, and so the next time you come here and click on quick print, it'll print pages 3 and 4 again. So that's why I like to use this one here, the print preview and print, because every time you get a choice. And then when you're here, It'll show you a preview. So this has 6 pages. You have your settings here to print all pages, or just odd or even pages, custom print pages. You could type in the pages here. Let's say I wanted just 3 and 4. I'd go like that. Let's say I wanted 1, 5, and 6. You could do it like that. Let's say I wanted 1 and 2, and also 4. You type it like that. Or you could do 1, comma 2, comma 4. Or you could do something like this, 1 through 3 and page 4. And then the default is one-sided unless you have a double-sided printer. Collation options, it's set on portrait because that's the way the document's set up. You could change it to landscape. Paper size, 8.5 by 11 is the default. You could change that as well. You could change the margins. And then you could also go to the page setup from here. And then depending on your printer, when you go to printer properties, this will show you options specific to that printer. Like this is OfficeJet 4630. You've got the paper quality and the layout, and shortcuts. And then once you have everything ready to go, just click on the print button. And of course, you could change the number of copies as well. All right, so now let's go to Excel and look at the print options there. Okay, so same thing, go to File and Print. Now you can see this one is open from the OneDrive account because the autosave is on and we have that different looking save icon there. So File and Print. Now you can see there's 60 pages here, and you can see when you're printing a spreadsheet, it's hard to get everything to fit correctly on a page because this is not going to be too helpful. So this is where you have to do a little manipulation on your part to get things to fit properly. And you could use the scaling option here. So if you want to fit sheet on one page, obviously that's not going to work because there are a lot of sheets. Fit columns on one page, fit rows on one page, and custom scaling options. And then you have the option here to print the active sheet, the entire workbook, which will be all of the sheets, print selection, or selected table. So let me show you the print selection because that's the one I like to use. So let's say I need to print just this here. And I don't want to print anything else. So I highlight the area I want to print, go back to print here, and then choose print selection. And that will print just the area that I have highlighted in the spreadsheet. So if you're not printing the whole thing and you just need a specific section, then you could do that. And then you could come back here and play with your page setup if you want. Say you want it a little bigger here, like so, and you just kind of play with it as needed. All right, so now let's go over to PowerPoint. File and Print. All right, so you have all slides, current slide, or custom range if you want to just enter a range of slides to print. Then you also have the print selection area to print the selected slides. Then you have full page slides by default. You could print just the notes for the slides. If you want to print the outline, you could do that. Print the handouts, like so. So that way they can have all the slides on one page there if they'll fit. But of course, you could go up to 9 slides here. And you have the options here to print the slide numbers, frame the slides, scale to fit, change it to high quality. Then, of course, you could type in the specific slide numbers there as well. And you have some color, black and white options. You could change this to landscape if needed. So most of the time when you're printing from PowerPoint, you're probably going to do the handout view like this. Unless you really want to print one slide per page, that might end up with a lot of pages. So this is good just so your viewers have a copy of the slides if they need to go back to something without having to ask you to go back a couple slides to view what was on the previous slides. And then also here at the bottom, if you want to zoom in on your print preview, if you're having trouble seeing it, you can do that. It comes in handy when you're printing from Excel especially. All right, so that's printing. So now let's go back to Word here. Let's talk about sharing. Obviously, you could save the file and then email to somebody, Or you could go back to your OneDrive account here and then share it from here by typing in email addresses of the people you want to share it with, or copy the link. So when you do this, they're going to have to log in with their OneDrive account to do anything with it. But if you just share the link, and then you have some options here to what the people can do when they have the link. Edit it's the default here. You can change it to just view, set an expiration date for the link, set a password for the link. And if you click on apply, I could copy that link. Now let's say I go over to a different browser here that's not logged into OneDrive. Paste that in. You can see it opens it with the online Word version. And then I could go ahead and work on it from there. All right, let's go back to the File tab here and then click on Share from here. So this file is saved to this PC. It's not on the OneDrive Cloud account. All right, so what you can do for sharing from Office for local files on your hard drive, you could actually upload them to your OneDrive account and then share them on the spot. Or you could attach a copy to an email of the Word document or a PDF. So let's go to Excel and see what the options are there. Let me open a local file here, though. Or let's just do a new one. So you have the same options here. OneDrive, Excel workbook, or PDF. And then PowerPoint. Same thing there. All right, so when it comes to sharing, if it's a document, spreadsheet, or PowerPoint presentation that's already in your OneDrive account, you could share from there. If not, then you could have it uploaded to your OneDrive account and then share it, or just attach it as a copy of the actual file type or convert it as a PDF. All right, as you can see, when it comes to printing, each Office app works a little differently. And then when it comes to saving your work, you could save it locally or in your OneDrive account. And then when it comes to sharing, you can share it via your OneDrive account or attach a file. And of course, if you use a different cloud service like Google Drive, for example, you could upload it to there and then share it from there. All right, thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe.